Hello and welcome to tonight's CLNS Media Patriots Roundtable. I'm your host, Nick Qualley, sitting here with Mike Molyneux and with Marv Zahn per usual. All right, guys, we got a bye week this week, so not too many in-game discussions that we can have. This is kind of like over the summer where we were kind of scraping up for some topics. Even though what happened to the AFC this week with the teams that did play held pretty decent significance with at least the standing of the Patriots. So as we know, 2 weeks ago, the Patriots dropped a game to the Ravens. Lamar Jackson looked excellent against them. He won me over that game. A few weeks ago, I said that he still hadn't won me over unless he shows something against the Patriots, which he did. The Ravens looked excellent, beat the piss out of the Bengals this week. And then the Chiefs lost again. And this is with Patrick Mahomes back. So let's have a discussion here with this group. Is it now just a two-team race with the Patriots and the Ravens? Are the Chiefs out of it? And let's link back to the Texans, to the Colts. In the AFC, guys, is it just a two-team race at this point? Mike, let's start with you. What do you think?
Excuse me. I look at this AFC picture right now, and not a lot of teams spark fear into my heart. By the looks of things, obviously, it seems as if the two most dominant teams in the AFC are the Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens. And I know Kansas City lost. Patrick Mahomes is back. But
to the Titans, though.
To the Titans. It's a very bad loss. Yeah, it's a very bad loss to lose that game.
Ryan Tannehill.
That's a loss that's probably going to stick with them for a while because it's a bad loss. You're trying to battle and possibly maybe still be in position to be the number 2 seed, maybe possibly the number 1 seed. Kansas City's right there, but that's a bad loss. I don't believe it's a two-team race. I still think, even though with that loss Kansas City suffered to the Titans, that there's still a team in the AFC to be reckoned with. You don't want to get into a shootout with Kansas City. We know what Patrick Mahomes is capable of doing with his arm. He had a crazy jump throw that he made during the game against the Titans that just was a reminder of how amazing how athletic of a quarterback he is.
It was literally a Derek Jeter throw.
It was unbelievable. You had 2 amazing plays for quarterbacks yesterday. Lamar Jackson with his spin move, like he tapped circle on the controller and ran for that touchdown. And then you had Patrick Mahomes making that jump pass. Maybe that's something they need to add into Madden coming up in the next couple of years. But I do believe it's not a two-team race. I think Kansas City's right there. And, still a lot of football left to be played in the regular season. And I don't think that loss to the Tennessee Titans will be, the end of the Kansas City Chiefs. As the season progresses, they'll battle. Patriots, I still think, are the clear-cut number 1, but Ravens and Kansas City are right there, battling for the possible number 1, 2 seed as well.
Yeah, but just your friendly reminder that the Tennessee Titans are ass. All right, guys, football and basketball season, they're in full swing. Get into the game with our exclusive sports betting partners, betonline.ag. Hint, don't bet the Titans after this week. Sign up today to receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit to start betting college or professional ball. Every spread, every total, every single winner or loser. Straight bet, parlay, or tease your way through the season. I had a horrendous gambling weekend this weekend, but doesn't mean you can't have a great one with betonline.ag. You can even bet on wild prop bets. Who's going to be the first head coach to get canned and who will win the NBA MVP? Get the fastest to-market odds, updates, and payouts with our new sportsbook partners, betonline.ag. And the first head coach, let's go with that in the NBA. Head over to the website today or use your mobile device to join and use promo code CLNS50 to receive your 50% welcome bonus. BetOnline.ag, your online sports book experts. All right, Marv, what do you think? Is it a two-team race now with the Patriots and the Ravens, or could you still count in the the Chiefs? Let's go with the Texans too and the Colts.
I mean, we've been having a similar topic on this show for the past couple of weeks now. And there's been a team I've always mentioned that we still need to keep in that loop, and it's the Houston Texans. Look, next week is a showdown that I'm really going to be looking forward to. Texans travel to Baltimore and face the Baltimore Ravens. That's going to really show me what the Texans are made of. I believe that they are a contender still in the AFC. Mike mentioned the reasons why Chiefs are still dangerous. But that defense, man, I think Last
the
pretty
thing.
much,
Yeah.
last week pretty much solidified it. How horrid that defense is. We knew it was bad, but it just keeps getting worse and worse. And them losing games when Mahomes wasn't there doesn't help either with how their road to the playoffs is gonna turn out for them. So I still have the Ravens, obviously. They have a bunch of confidence now after beating the Patriots. You see Lamar Jackson, he looks even more freer.
With the sunglasses on the bench too.
Chilling, man, chilling. And when you got Robert Griffin III playing most of the fourth quarter, you know it's looking pretty good for Baltimore right now. So Ravens obviously are on top. You got the Texans next week. I love to see what they do. I think they're still a contender. And then Kansas City, if they can figure something out, you know that Mahomes will always keep that team in the game no matter what. So all those three teams, I think, are still part of this AFC race. It's not as, bombarded as it is in the NFC, but we can't lose sight on what's going on in the AFC as well.
Yeah, the crazy thing is with the Chiefs right now, and especially after this week, it's like at the start of the season, I would have preferred the Patriots not play the Chiefs in, let's say, the AFC Championship game. That was the one team I was like, they stand a pretty good chance. But after seeing the Chiefs lose with Patrick Mahomes back and seeing this Chiefs defense just get worse, it seems like they've gotten worse and worse and worse over the year. And the problem with the Chiefs is you don't have, and we've talked about this before, you don't have that room for error if you're the offense. The offense has to be that elite Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill led offense that is just explosive, that's putting up a ton of points, because you know that your defense isn't going to be able to hold anybody back, at least a competent team. You just gave up that many points, over 30 points to a Ryan Tannehill-led offense. I know Derrick Henry's been great, but that is a Ryan Tannehill-led offense. So after what I saw from the Chiefs this week, and yeah, they can bounce back, I guess. Patrick Mahomes, you're right, Marv. He can, if he can step up and if he can carry this offense, I guess you can never actually fully count them out because Patrick Mahomes is that good. But you've got no room for error if you're the Chiefs. And as of right now, there is zero fear, to use what Mike said, there is zero fear struck into my heart by this Kansas City Chiefs team. The Ravens, on the other hand, yes. The Ravens, who beat the piss out of the Patriots, who played very well against the Patriots, beat the piss out of the Bengals. The Ravens are a very legit team, and they've proved that to me over the past couple of weeks. The Texans, Marv, I know you love them. I know you think they're. I know you're big on the Texans. I can't buy into Bill O'Brien.
Never will.
I cannot do it. Come the playoffs, they can win the AFC South. Sure, great. They can win that. They probably will win that, especially with Jacoby Brissett out right now. He'll be back soon, I know. But I just can't buy into a Bill O'Brien team. I just can't do it.
Hey man, you said the same thing about Lamar Jackson until
but Bill O'Brien's on the field. Bill O'Brien's done this year after year.
So we'll see. We'll just have to see. I just think that that's a team that you cannot just sleep on with Deshaun Watson playing how he's playing right now. And that offense is moving. Yes, Bill O'Brien, he's shown to make some dumbass play calls. So we'll see how it goes on. I hear everything you're saying, but the Texans are balling right now, and we'll see with this 3-game stretch. They got the Ravens, they have the Colts, and then they have the Patriots. We'll see what they do. That'll be the determination of who the Texans really are.
Yeah, but also just with Bill O'Brien and Lamar Jackson, we have a bigger sample size of Bill O'Brien just being a bum on the sidelines in big games. And then you mentioned the Colts. Jacoby Brissett, I have bought in on him throughout this year. But I even think with Brian Hoyer leading your team, if your team's good enough to really be a top contender in the AFC, with Brian Hoyer leading your team, you should be able to beat the Miami Dolphins.
True.
Hey, man, maybe that just shows you how well Jacoby Brissett is.
Yeah.
And how bad Brian Hoyer is.
I mean, I guess, but the rest of your team has to be good enough to beat the Dolphins. The Dolphins don't even want to win games.
They got players over there who don't even want to play for them.
Yeah.
They're just trying to get through the season.
Yeah, they don't even want to win games. They just want a top draft pick. It's almost like they're purposely losing games. They're like, hey, you know what, Colts, let's hand them this one.